At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
And welcome back to News 46. Clinton Snyder, who was convicted of killing Divine Robinson in 2010 at his home on West Street following an altercation, has been sentenced to 2 to 10 years in prison in the case, which involves a second defendant, Richard McFadden.
Clinton Snyder appeared in district court this week on the charge of manslaughter, nearly 1 month after his co-defendant was sentenced to 2 consecutive terms of 4 to 10 years behind bars. Judge Robert Lane sentenced Snyder to 28 to 72 months in the Nevada Department of Corrections. Snyder has already spent over 28 months in jail awaiting sentencing in this case, which makes him eligible for parole at this time. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
A motion for a new trial was presented to Judge Lane on behalf of defendant Nicholas Willing.
Nicholas Willing is the man who, with several accomplices, has been convicted of orchestrating the home invasion robbery of the county public administrator Bob Jones and his family in 2010. Willing and his attorney say that there is new evidence in the case against one of Willing's co-defendants, Jamie Sexton. They say was not disclosed to the defense at the time of the original trial. The new information is in the form of a letter they say is from Sexton herself. Willing reportedly orchestrated the 2010 home invasion of his former boss, Bob Jones. Jones was targeted after he disciplined Willing, a maintenance worker for the county Buildings and Grounds Department. Willing was sentenced to 30 to 75 years in prison last June. He was convicted of 3 felony kidnapping, robbery, and burglary charges with weapons enhancements and 1 single conspiracy charge in February of 2012. Judge Robert Lane has said that he will render his decision after making a closer inspection. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
An agenda item on the Pahrump Town Board on Tuesday was concerning a newspaper reporter's inaccuracy regarding a story about the Valley Homes giant and its removal from a property on Highway 160. Reporter Mark Waite said that the town ordered it removed in the article. In fact, it was the county. The town of Pahrump, and specifically town manager Bill Kobarger, was attacked through several blogs on the Pahrump Valley Times website. Kobarger said he wants to stop the town from looking bad to other people and considered legal action against the newspaper. I'm here with town manager Bill Kobarger. Bill, there was an agenda item actually on the town board agenda about a possible legal action that you might be taking against the Pahrump Valley Times. Tell me what's going on.
Well, what it was is the town board had the opportunity to do one of several things, table the idea and meet with Pahrump Valley Times or get the attorney to send them a letter or to take possible legal action against the story that was put out with a lot of misinformation. And the town board at that time chose to table it and meet with the Pahrump Valley Times officials, Matt Ward and Maria Wuchek, to see if we can't get an amicable solution to this issue.
Town manager Bill Kobarger asked for a retraction of the Pahrump Valley Times article about the Valley Homes giant because it was not the town who called for the removal of the giant.
It was without a doubt the county of Nye who did it, and the letter was sent to the bank by the county of Nye, signed by Lorelei Nolan. Everybody in the loop knew it. Mark Waite was given an email 45 minutes after he contacted me from Nye County, stating it was Nye County. And I unfortunately was unable to give him a phone call back. But, and Mark reports for Nye County. He's been doing reporting for a long time. He's a good reporter. He knows what the county's responsibilities are, and he should have known it was not the town. So I just don't understand why he put the town all the way through it when he knew for a fact, with the evidence provided, it was Nye County.
We asked why he was upset about the misinformation, and he said it was because the town was being blamed wrongly for the county's responsibilities.
We've been accused of basically being in control of the roads, being in control of planning and zoning, being in control of impact fees, which are no longer. The county decided, hey, they're bad, let's take them out, or at least suspend them for a while. Building safety. Anything that was a negative issue was being brought to the town, and the town was being blamed. And the town doesn't control those things. The town controls certain little things. Most of the complaints that were coming out was not the town, but the town was taking the fault, and we just kept taking the fault, and we would tell those individual citizens, no, the county handles this. No, the county handles this. No, the county does this.
Matt Ward has commented that he understands how you guys are upset, and he's the editor of the Pahrump Valley Times. He says that Mark Waite, the writer of this article, is simply a human who made a mistake, and that he doesn't understand why you guys are so upset. He thinks that maybe you're overreacting possibly to the article.
Well, the next time I make a mistake, we'll see if it gets on the front page of the paper, and then I can go to Matt Ward and say, why are you overreacting? Mr. Waite had the information in hand.
So do you really think that Mark Waite, that he purposely put this on there saying, talking about the town?
You'd have to ask Mark Waite that question. I'm not a mind reader. I just know that the facts were in front of Mark, Mr. Waite, before the article was written, and I cannot say what was in his mind. Why would he do it deliberately? I do not have a question. And why he would write a article that he knew was untruthful and misinformation, loads of misinformation, again, you'd have to ask Mark Waite that.
And here's part 2 of that story.
But what we want to have a handle on is positive press and correct press. Stories that are positive and correct, even if they're negative, as long as they're correct, it's fine. It really is. Because you're not perfect all the time. Nobody's perfect. I get that. We make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. And when a mistake is made, then you need to stand up and say, hey, we made a mistake and we're dealing with it. Not just saying, well, it was a mistake and let's move on. But we need to be more positive and be more press friendly.
So you're going to meet with the Pahrump Valley Times. When's that meeting? Have you guys scheduled it already?
It'll be next week. The first one will be next week. And I had a very nice conversation with Matt after the meeting, and then a very nice conversation with Marie the next day. And they're very amicable to sit down and talk to us. I don't know if they're going to make a retraction. The article in the paper on Wednesday that came out after the town board was accurate, was very well written, had my comments in there, had a few other good comments in there from town board and from, I believe, Matt Ward. So it's a start. It's a good thing. And maybe this will kick that thing off to where the communications flows back and forth, and before stuff is put in print or on video, we can have the correct information sent out there.
The Pahrump Valley Times has made an editor's note stating that they regret the number of errors in that Valley Homes Giant article and that they removed any comments on the web. We spoke to editor Matt Ward, who sent us an email response. I think that the town board attempted to do more than a few things on Tuesday. I first think that they saw an opportunity to posture, attack the Pahrump Valley Times, and use the newspaper as some sort of scapegoat for a larger issue, which is that this board feels as if it is constantly being blamed for actions taken by other government bodies. I certainly can understand their frustration as far as that goes. Did Mark Waite make a mistake in his March 29th story about the Valley Homes Giant? He sure did. Do we regret that mistake? We certainly do. Do we believe we have now corrected that reporting error? I think so. Not only have we written another story addressing the giant and how it appeared and disappeared, but also the inaccuracies in Mark's original story. I found the town's actions on Tuesday particularly disgraceful, concerning they wasted public resources discussing this horrible error that the Pahrump Valley Times made, and in fact not a single board member or town official bothered to lift a finger to give me or my publisher a call when this supposedly horrifically inaccurate story was printed in the first place. And that to even dare to threaten legal action against the Pahrump Valley Times is so far out there, that's really no wonder, in my opinion. So many in this community are simply counting down the days until this board's political oblivion and Mr. Bill Kohlbarger's long-anticipated exit from the local scene. These guys have more important things to be working on than raking us over the coals for what amounts to nothing more than an honest mistake. Reporter Mark Waite also added that he realizes he made the mistake on the report and is sorry for it. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
News 46 did speak to Pahrump Valley Times writer Mark Waite. He stated that there's no way that he would deliberately give misinformation to make the town look bad. Adam Harris from Harris Family Hauling, who took down the giant, told Mr. Waite on several occasions that the town ordered the removal of the Valley Homes Giant. And if you would like to see Mark Waite's comments, or as well Matt Ward, the editor of Pahrump Valley Times, comments, you can go on KPVM's YouTube site.
And we'll be right back with more of your News 46's Week in Review.
Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.